Hello, everyone. We have an awesome live chat planned out for you today. Tonight, we're featuring one of our lead stylists, Gabriela Ortiz, who is also a TikTok sensation. So I wanted to introduce to you now Gabriela Ortiz, and she likes to go by Gaby. And we have Nicole Ng, who is our style director for the Style Trust. So I'm going to let Nicole take it from here.
Gabby, it's so good to see you tonight
Good to
and
see
have
you
you join
too.
us. So
Yes, of
excited for this
course.
conversation.
Yeah.
So let's start with a little bit about how you started your passion for fashion and a little bit about your education.
Totally, yeah. So I think I was born in love with fashion. I always say I'm a fashionista, like since as long as I can remember. And I think I have my aunt to blame because she was the one that introduced me to the red lipstick. And I was like 5 years old. And she's like, she's putting on her lipstick, and I remember I was being so curious because she used to hold her pinky right here so she can like do it, nicely. And I was just like, can I try? And then she gives it to me, and my mom's like, what are you doing? She's only 5. And I'm like, I love it. And I think that's when it started. And if you see all of my baby pictures, I'm always like wearing earrings, and my mom always had me with like huge, bows and just dresses that my grandmother made. So it's been, a part of my life since as long as
It
I
sounds
can.
like the women in your family were
Oh,
glamorous.
oh yes, oh yes. I was raised by strong, independent, and glamorous women. And my grandmother, like, she was just a diva, and my mom was a diva too. And then, but
I,
yeah.
I love that. And then tell us a little bit about your education because I know you and I spoke and
Mhm.
it's so interesting.
Yeah, so in 1999, my mom remarried to an Italian man that she had been dating for a few years, and we ended up moving to Italy. I celebrated the new millennium, so it's like 1999, December 31st. It was we did it first in Italy, and I remember celebrating the new millennium 2000, in a bar in Italy at 12. So everybody's speaking Italian, But anyways, when I had to, because I was in middle school, and after that I had to pick where to go in high school. In Europe, the education system is a little different than here. So high school kind of serves like a college almost, and so you pick what you want to do. You go to, you know, uh, literature school, or you focus on science school. So each high school had a different department. So of course I chose art, and fashion was like the closest degree that I was like, I can relate to that. um, and so that's how I started my fashion education. I did 3 years over there, which qualifies for 4 years of college over there as well. Not here, unfortunately. And I studied fashion design. Just sewing and making designs. And I used to have a teacher tell me that I wasn't good enough, and I didn't believe her, and I never did. you know, and I didn't decide to become a professional designer because I knew I wanted to be more in the aspect of either modeling or just putting outfits together versus designing. But I do love it. So I do appreciate the fact that I have that training, because if I ever work with a designer, I'm usually the one sketching out what I want, and the
Mhm.
designer perfects it. But I always have the idea of what I want, like with my wedding dress, you know.
Do you
Uh,
feel that your experience learning fashion design and has it helped you style clients?
oh yes, absolutely. Totally. Yeah, and what I love the most about fashion is that it's always evolving. It
Mhm.
never stops. And I love that, something that was stylish back in like 10 years ago comes back again, so it's like we recycle every style, and each time we recycle it, it gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see it evolve.
Yes.
Um, and then how did you what kind of styling experience have you had? Tell us a little bit about clients you've worked with. I know you've worked with some actors.
Mhm.
Want to hear more stories.
Yeah, so I originally started modeling when I was 17, right out of high school, and that was like my first intro into fashion, in a professional level. Did a couple of, fashion shows, walking down the runway and getting the experience of what it's like being in a fashion show, whether it was only backstage, like dressing the girls or helping, assisting with anything, or
Mhm.
being on stage walking the runway. And then after that, I did work a couple of commercials, like on the side, styling. This is like 15 years ago, like brand new, just trying to get experience, meeting, people in the industry. And it wasn't until almost recently, a few years ago, that I said, you know what, I can do this professionally. And I started styling mostly actors right now, helping them
Mhm.
pick the correct wardrobe for like a special event, if they have a red carpet event, or if they have a photo shoot happening, or the headshot session. Fashion is kind of goes together with the acting world, the entertainment. And so it's a great way for me to staying on top of trends while also working with people that are still in the same line of work that I do. Huh.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite clients that you have styled with the Style Trust?
There was this one client. She's in New York, and I remember the first time we met. I'm looking at her profile, and I'm like, she knows what she's doing. Like, why does she need me? Like, she had all of her wardrobe perfected. Her pictures were professional, you know, photography. And in
Uh-huh.
our meeting, I was just like, why do you need me? And we started laughing. She's like, no, I just, I wanted a fresh point of view. And I was like, okay, okay. But it was so fun because we both understood each other right away from
Uh-huh.
what her needs and my thoughts. And it was so much fun. And then we actually went over the time because we were having so much fun talking.
Right.
I have to say she was one of my favorites so far.
Great. And
Yeah.
then any other clients that you like to style, like any specific styles?
Oh my gosh, like if you give me the well, I was about to say, I actually got to work with you as well because you had to go to a wedding, and oh my, that was so much fun. I love shopping for gowns, anything that's like red carpet quality.
Yeah.
And I had the best time going online looking for gowns. Yeah, and I also learned new stores here in LA because I'm fairly new in the area, so I'm still getting used to like, you know, of the location and what stores to go. And yeah, I saw some gowns that I was just like, I want this in my closet, even if it's just for me to sit on my couch. I would wear gowns every day if I could.
So speaking of gowns and styling, you're also a TikTok sensation.
It's so weird hearing that because it's like, what is that?
We're gonna watch a video, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, we actually have a video that we're going to share with you. Um, and
It's a
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Oh my God.
That was right at the beginning of quarantine. And I hadn't been on TikTok yet at that time. Really, what got me into TikTok was, everyone is at home. And I think the app itself blew up. A lot of, new talent, new creators came out of it. Yeah, we were just like, I think that was like probably week 4 when we were realizing what's happening. And we love going to Disneyland. I mean, I'm a Disney girl, and yeah, so we're just like, let's just do Disney at home. And ever since that, it's just like it's kind of addicting, it's a good way to stay creative. Yeah, and then here I am.
That is so funny. And how long did that take?
It took a little bit. Every TikTok, I mean, it is a job itself. If and I think a lot of people who aren't on TikTok, or maybe who aren't in the creative field,
Uh-huh.
don't understand that in order to create something of good quality, in order to send a message across, you have to do something. You have to do it well done. It's got to be a good. um
Got to capture audiences and
yeah,
get people
exactly.
excited.
And each video so far for me, I first, we first outlined like, okay, what am I exactly going to do? What are the steps that I have to take? How many scenes do I have to shoot this way? Okay, now we have to go the other way. Now we have to turn the light. So, I mean, one video, depending on what it is, if it's something where you have characters, for example, that can take from 2 hours to 4 hours. It just depends, what you're doing with it. Something where there's less happening, like talking about an outfit or just like a quick whatever it is, it can take up to 20 minutes, but it just really depends on what you're creating.
Uh-huh. Which leads me into my next one is there's a video that stood out to us, and that's how we found you. We're gonna play that video and then we'll talk about it.
I will bring a tree. No, no. Years. This is too much. Oh my god. No, 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 no. It's not Halloween. It's too good. Oh my god, I need to read this. Babe, I literally have nothing to wear.
Yeah, baby. You have no clothes.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Well, hey, wait, help! Don't leave me here!
Yeah.
Shout out to my fiance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to say that video we really connected with, and that's really what connected us to you, and that's how we found you. And I feel like when we watched that reel, we were like, yes, that's who we want to reach out to. Every single woman who has that struggle, we are there for you. And what's so great about it is that here you are, this beautiful, fashionable, amazing woman who is has a closet full of that many clothes and still struggles with what to wear, and so that's how we reached out to you. And ever since then, we formed this amazing relationship, and you're now a stylist with the Style Trust, but you also make reels for us as well. So we wanted to share one of the reels that you made for us as well. And it's so great because one of the tops that you're wearing in the reel where you didn't know how to wear it, you actually put it together. It's put together nicely in this reel. So let's share that. All right, here we go.
Whoa! Who are you? Chill. I'm your conscience. Have you heard of the Style Trust? The Style Trust? Yeah, it's an online styling company available for both men and women where you can work with your own personal stylist. And then you upload pictures of the stuff in your closet. Ooh, that's cute. Make an appointment with your stylist and voila, you got 3 new outfits. Hi. Okay, so tell me what you think. I do have stuff to wear. Oh, 10 out of 10, mommy, yes. I've been talking to myself this whole time, haven't I? At least I look cute. Make your next appointment with a professional stylist at the Style Trust.
They're so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And fun to make too. And when I first got approached by the company, I'm also an actress, and I like to combine my acting and my fashion love for fashion, with the videos I make for the Style Trust. And I just wanted to add something different than just like the standard look at my dress. I just wanted to add a little bit of that je ne sais quoi that can attract the audience by entertaining them with some comedy, but then also educating them about the company and about how we're able to help other women and men too.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that's what really resonates is that we love to style our clients. There's so many women and men that have, especially after this pandemic of like trying to figure out clothes, what to wear. And you really are relatable and you make it really funny and you see the end result, which is great,
Yeah.
And one of the things that I really loved is when we first talked, is that you really loved the concept, and you just you had a passion for what we did, and you're like, I want to be a part of this company. And so that was, for me, talking to you and having had that conversation was one of the, it was really heartwarming. So yeah.
No, but I do believe that it's an amazing concept, and no, but it's just it makes so much sense because there are so many women out there. I mean, I have friends that text me, "Hey, girl, I'm going out to dinner. I have this. What do I do?" And I'm like, "Well, you should be paying me for this," and I just want to be like, go to the Style Trust, and it is such a genius concept. It is.
It is.
Yeah.
And I
Because
like that it's like specific outfits because think about it, like summer is here and there's people that have to go to birthday part. They're flying, to go to birthday parties and weddings and they literally don't know what to wear.
Right.
And you're getting these outfits curated just for you, personalized, you know.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
think that's what makes it so special.
Even though every so often I have times where I'm just like, I have all of these outfits, but I don't know exactly what to do with them, and so sometimes a little outside inspiration helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Respark that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, let me put, and then you just, and then everything.
I
right.
agree. What I also love is that we have the style match. So, I mean, there's so many of us that buy like that shirt that you're going to wear to that party and then you're like, well, I don't know what pants to wear with it, and then it's in the closet for 6 months. But with us, you could put it in your virtual closet and your stylist can actually see the blouse and envision like, oh, it goes with that skirt in your closet, and then you can try on these new shoes and how to wear it for all the different seasons.
Yeah.
I think that's very beneficial too, not
Right.
just styling advice.
I think people like underestimate the value of style match because people are like, what do you mean you just put that together with this? And there's um so many outfits that are out there now that you could just look up what it goes with. But just when not every outfit looks the same on every person, and so you have to take into account people's, like, if they're top heavy or if they're bottom heavy, that outfit is not going to look great with that combination that's made for that size 6 person who's got very exact proportions all throughout. So you need that expert to tell you what's going to really look great with matching that top or that specific skirt that you bought. So I spent my life buying beautiful things and just not knowing what to pair it with, and that's why we have the style match, which is patented, by the way. So yeah.
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 Nice.
Yeah.
Just throwing it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think that everyone could use, I mean, I think that, I don't know of any other companies that do the style match, but I
Right.
feel like it's so valuable to
Yeah.
have because maybe you don't want a whole outfit, maybe you want to buy a couple things, but you want to use the clothes that you have in your closet, but just elevate it or make it
Right.
new and fresh,
Right.
that.
And I'm also an equal opportunist is one of my favorite phrases that my aunt used to say. You can always, you have stores like Target, Marshalls, Nordstrom Rack. There are so many stores that offer good quality clothes for a very reasonable price. And I feel like sometimes people when they go shopping, they think they have to spend, like, they're gonna just go to like Banana Republic and buy $100 pair of jeans, 150. No, there's other stores that sells clothes for the same quality and for less.
Or if you don't have the time, your stylist will find it for you.
Exactly. Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah. But also, you can also shop your own closet. That's the thing, is that, if you're stuck and you have a closet full of amazing pieces, and you're just in this rut and you kind of go for the same pieces and the same outfits over and over again, that's what your stylist is for. and rather than buying more stuff and more stuff, your stylist can actually look at your virtual closet and say, hey, you have some amazing pieces here. Let's put these things together that you would have never thought to put together.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, Gabby, you brought up an amazing point. You don't have to spend money to look stylish, you know. You can have all the money in the world and still not look stylish. So, yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. So
I love the virtual closet. It's such
Yeah.
a great piece to have, you know,
yeah,
just a great addition.
yeah. And on that note, and we'll talk about the virtual closet another time, but I also wanted to say, you know, the value that you're getting to talk to one of our expert stylists, like talking to Gabby or talking to Nicole, and having them curate these outfits for you in a whole entire styling session for the amount that you're paying. I mean, to get a real, you know, to get like the same kind of styling advice, you know, anywhere else, you would be paying maybe like, you know, up to like 3 or 4 times as much, and in some cases, you know, 10 to 20 times as much, depending on who you go to. So you're getting a really affordable deal for what you're getting, for the valuable service that you're getting. It's super affordable and super convenient, you know, and you know, you're not having to go out and spend a whole lot of money because they'll use stuff you already own. And maybe you'll purchase a few things here and there just to complete the outfit. But I just wanted to throw that in. And if you think celebrities are out there looking their best on their own, no, they all have stylists. They have stylists who show up to their house with like 10 different items for them to choose from. So, you know, don't think they're doing this on their own. So, and we all deserve to look and feel our best and be confident and rock it every day. Yeah.
That is, you nailed it right there. We all deserve to look our best. My grandmother always used to tell me, why won't you dress up? If you don't dress up, when are you gonna feel good about yourself? And not in terms of like, oh, you have to wear a gown every day. No. But you know,
but you can.
But you can. I would if I could. But yeah, and that stuck to me because I'm like, that's right. And you know, taking care of myself and making sure I look good, because when I look good and feel good, I'm confident and I radiate, you know, that a positive energy. And it's so important to maintain, you know, a positive attitude in life, you know, and to me at least, looking good, making sure I have a, you know, a cute outfit. I have, you know, cute earrings. I love earrings. You know, it brightens up my day, you know, and it just.
And I always tell my clients to wear your clothes. Like, don't save it. Don't keep it in your closet. Wear it. And you can, you know, I show them how to dress it up, dress it down, and like how to wear it multiple ways so that they're getting the most out of the money that they spend.
Yes.
Yes.
Very true. Yeah.
So our last question for you, Gabby, is we'd like to get a couple summer tips. What do you have for our clients out there that are figuring out what to buy for summer? Or
yes, one thing, the first thing that popped into my head is green is the new color for the summer. I've seen green everywhere. In fact, I bought myself a couple of green dresses.
So did I. I did too.
Yes, and I would say that was the first thing that I noticed. I'm like, oh, green. There's a lot of green, and it's such a pretty color.
Yes.
And right now, it's I don't, you know, it's getting hot. It's hot. We're in LA. It's like steaming hot outside. So summer dresses is the way to go with sandals. And then depending what area of LA you are, or depending in general in where you are, always bring a jacket at night because you never know if the temperature goes down. But my one thing I'm gonna say is buy green because it is the summer it is the color of the summer, and
it's a happy color too.
It's a happy color too. Yes,
right? It really, yeah. I love it.
I didn't know I look good in green until I tried, and I was like, oh, I look good in green.
Yeah, that's.
I was almost gonna wear a green dress today, but I had to.
I almost did too. That's so funny because
I almost did too. Honest to God, I'm not saying that. I almost did too. Yeah.
What if all of us did that that would have been funny.
Yeah.
And another thing that I saw too, a lot of the crop tops are kind of coming back in style as well. but not the normal crop top. It's almost like a bralette crop top and
Oh, yeah.
high-waisted pants. So they're a skirt, whether they're bell buttons,
Oh.
and which at first I was a little hesitant about it coming back because it brought, triggered my teenage years. But I tried on a pair of bell bottoms and I was like, oh my God, I forgot how fun these are.
Mhm.
And so yeah, those are my tips for the summer.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah, Gabby's always available if
Yes.
anyone wants to book Gabby for a summer styling session.
Yes, we'll have fun.
Yeah.
Favorite drink.
So yeah. So you over the months, you've met a lot of our amazing stylists, and now you've met Gabby, and so if you sign up, you can actually have your own personal stylist at your fingertips with the Style Trust, and we're so thrilled that you joined us today, Gabby. Thank you so much for taking the time out, and thank you, Nicole, for the great questions that you asked, Gabby. So, and we're going to continue to enjoy the reels that you generate for us and on your own for your own TikTok. So thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Bye. Bye.